but he's an Eagles fan. And this is the question he posed. He said, we're going undefeated this year. So I look at their schedule. It's doable. Because the only team that I see is the Packers, and they not the Packers. They the Lockers now. We call them the Green Bay Lockers. We finally were. We see, I resurrected my dude. We back. Beanie got a hurt legend. Because I'm just so happy that we won a game. We were so desperate to win, and unfortunately, Wentz got hurt. But sometimes good things could come out of bad situations. Because though I would never want somebody to be hurt, I wanted him to get an opportunity to play again. Because if you think about it, the past 2 years, we don't wasted about $50 million on two quarterbacks that got injured that didn't finish out the season.
Correct.
So I just say this could be a lesson for us going forward to try to see. Let's see what he can do. He's been in the system the longest.
Yes.
He was a little rusty when he first started, but he started to get it together.
Yeah.
He just needs a couple of more reps, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, so when he hit that field, he was overthrowing people big time. Him and the receivers weren't on the same page, but that's because Wentz had most of the snaps. Wentz had the majority of the snaps. Really, Heineke didn't get much time, so he had to get his rhythm. But once he got that rhythm, he came out in that second half. I said, my man is back. We had to pull out the shirt.
So for those who don't know, my nickname for Heineke is Six Pack. Get it? Heineken Six Pack, for those who don't know. Mm-hmm. And a couple of people on Facebook doing my thing. I'm like, hold it. That's the Queen started out, but they stole from Christ. So they're going, you know what I'm saying? They misquote, so you know what I mean? But anyway, but I'm just so grateful. I'm so happy. I just want them to get it together. Because we need to, because we're already behind. Because the NFC Beast now, they're not the NFC Least, they call the NFC Beast now. Mm-hmm. Because like Sabrina said a couple of shows ago, again, if the playoff was to start today, we would not be included. It would be the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Giants.
Correct.
So we have to catch up.
And thankfully, we play all three of them again this season. So who knows what'll happen. But my point is this. We quote unquote won last week against the Bears, which to me wasn't really a win. They kind of gave us that. It was terrible. Yeah. Today, I feel like we won. I feel like we actually won the game. I was so proud to see us playing with the lead for the first time, and God knows when. You know what I mean? We were playing.
That's half of the issue, Sabrina. They let the other team score all the points. It took the defense one half. Let me be honest.
Yeah.
They usually shut people down the second half. They take one half to get going. By then, the other team got 40 points, and it's hard for them to catch up, especially. But let me holler at you about that D today. They were shutting down. They stifled. That run was stifled.
Yes. But my favorite play of the game for me was when it was 4th and 1. And Green Bay went for it because they normally know when they play us, they can do stuff like that and make it. They went for it on 4th and 1. We shut them down. I said, we're going to win. I knew at that moment we was going to win. Yep.
I was so grateful. But yeah, I had went to a church outreach function, and I met a new couple. Her name is Brady. I don't remember the husband's name, but he's an Eagles fan. And this is the question he posed. He said, we're going undefeated this year. So I look at their schedule. It's doable. Because the only team that I see is the Packers, and they not the Packers. They the Lockers now. We call them the Green Bay Lockers. Because they lacking a lot. We can maybe give them some go now because Six Pack in there running around and stuff. I don't know, Sabrina. I was kind of like, I don't know.
So the couple games that I see that Mike could get them.
Who?
They got to play the Giants. You know, the Giants is up there. Now, the Giants are going to always play them tough regardless of record. The Cowboys are going to play them tough, and they got to play us. I think it's the divisional games that might catch them.
I'm scared.
Other than that,
I don't want nobody to beat them 72 Dolphins. I want that. No. I want to go down Anthony. But yeah, but getting back to what I like, I felt like with Six Pack, going back to the Redskins, the Commanders, I felt like Six Pack, they was trying to get him on a Wentz schedule. He's his own thing. He's more mobile. We said that a couple of shows ago. Maybe they could turn all those sacks. They had 2 sacks, and them 2 sacks came in the fourth quarter. But
yeah, they only got 2 sacks technically, but they were harassing Heineke all day. It's not like
that's not Sabrina. They want to play for this dude.
That's what I was going to say. They play totally different for Heineke than they do for Wentz. The whole feeling, the camaraderie, the way that their attitude is totally different.
He brings that youth, that energy, that
grittiness too, that
exactly.
toughness. Wentz doesn't have that.
No,
he's just staying in the pocket, classic quarterback. He doesn't have
been many reports about his locker room persona, and they were saying he lacks leadership. I want him to be okay. Right. I want to keep six-pack, but if whoever's the better player, I would take a run at six-pack. I could take an L with six-pack quicker than I could take one with Wentz. Because I said, Brenda, we got to go back and find that footage. I've been talking about this dude for years.
You have.
How he's not it. I don't see it. And for us to get him, that felt like a slap in my face, but I'm okay with it. But again, the Commanders won today. So we 3-4. It gives us a little bit of hope because I ain't have us winning this game.
No, I actually thought we were going to win. We didn't do picks last week. I thought we were going to.
You wouldn't. Ain't no way. Sabrina, it's easy to say now.
I hand to God, I would.
I wasn't going to pick them. I wasn't going to pick them.
I was. Somebody at church asked me what we going to do. I said we going to win. Watch. He was like, all right.
I was not.
Only because Heineke was in there. Our boy Heineke was in there. Other than that, no.
So the NFC Beast, that's what we call now. So we did the Eagles have an opportunity to go. They had a bye week this week. They resting out, which is bad for us. But I feel like it's the season going on. Maybe I don't like the bye to be too early. I don't like the bye to be in the first half. So I prefer second half. We have an hour in the second half. So let's see if that works in their favor. So Dallas defeated the Lions.
Yeah, today.
Well, I was kind of mad about that because I thought they got us. They can maybe get down. But and the Giants also won. The Giants are surprising me. I did not have them in
time. The Giants are looking like a legitimate team.
I always told you about them, but that was with Eli. You gotta watch them. They seem to get it together. You know what I'm saying? When it's time, that playoff get close, they smell that thing. But I could have attributed all of that to Eli because they did it twice with him. But
it ain't Eli no more, honey.
It ain't Jones trying to get their money out of there. Because remember, it was the two toss up between him and may he rest in peace. Haskins. I them Giants. I keep my eye on them because I didn't even. They were afterthought. They were,
And it's really,
I was like, and they taking them down. They've done some good games.
I mean, it's really possible that 3 teams from the NFC East could go to the playoffs. It's very possible.
Exactly. It would be nice if it was 4, but it is what it is.
Right. And technically, I thought the season was over for us. But with Heineke in there, it gives me that little glimmer of,
a little bit.
Like, maybe.
So Dak was back and they won. So
yeah, I would have thought they would have kept Cooper in just a little bit longer, but I guess Dak was ready.
Why did they rush them to come back? And speaking of rush to come back, Tua played today.
He's playing right now.
Right now, it's the reporting. Yeah. He look okay, but you know what I noticed, Sabrina?
What you noticed?
They blitzing them, but not like that. And one of the Pittsburgh players went to get him, and when he let the ball go, he held him up.
Yes.
So even the players on other teams are concerned about what they saw. He caught him and he kind of like, don't fall. Yeah. So even the other players on other teams have a concern for him. So, even though they got to win, they got to get him. Now they going at him and that line better block. But Tua ain't holding that ball. He popping that thing. 1, 2, boom.
Yeah.
1, 2, boom. So.
And I like that sportsmanship too, like you were saying. They saw what that man went through. They're not trying to hurt him. They just want to win. Yeah.
I just wish he would have had a little bit more concern for his. It wasn't gonna hurt to sit out. Come on now. They all young.
More weeks.
Ooh, I just wanted because that was he had a brain seizure.
I wonder if he saw that. I'm sure he had to have seen it.
He had to have seen it, but they got all these new consultants now that told him it was okay.
So we just talked about how we in Washington just beat the Packers. Also, the Bucks lost today badly, very badly. So my question is, are they holding on too long? Should Tom and Aaron have been long gone?
Tom should have been last year. When he got that last Super Bowl with the Bucks, that's been his, and definitely Aaron. He doesn't have the pieces around. Like he keep going at them young wide receivers. Now today, because I saw It is definitely dumb. They dropping that ball like that ball is a hot potato.
Yes.
It's definitely dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think changing the tide. I think the Kylers, the homeboys, the Island, there's their time. You got to concede, and you had your day in the sun. You had your, Tom is probably going to go down as the GOAT of all time, and then the GOAT.
He will.
And Ern is definitely going to get a yellow jacket. They both. Tom can basically have his cutting measures right now. So I think it's time to lay it down. If they don't, Aaron maybe can do another year or two, but I definitely think Tom should retire.
I agree with you. I think that Aaron could squeak out a couple of more, but he's got to have, as you said, the pieces with him, and he does not. So he would essentially be wasting his time, except for the love of the game. That would be the only reason he would keep playing, because he doesn't have enough people around him to win anything. He does not. So yeah, I agree with everything.
And one player make a difference.
Say it again.
See, sometimes one player make a difference. If you lose this one, you get this one. You think, I can do it out. I got it. I can do it. I'm this. I'm that. But if you don't have it, you can't throw it to yourself.
No, man.
And he went in on them a couple of weeks ago, and I got on him like, don't do that. But today.
I mean, it's not that what he was saying wasn't true. We know what he was saying was true. To me, he should have just said certain things behind closed doors, especially as the leader that you are of the whole team.
So how do we know that didn't affect them enough where they don't want to play? Like, you want to keep blaming that?
Right.
I'm not going to put in an extra. I'm not going to give you that mamba. You know what I'm saying? And the ad, salt to the wound, they fired Matt Rule and got Steve Wilkes, and then they end up beating the Bucs. That's who beat the Bucs today. So sometimes a new head coach spark that new energy you need.
Exactly.
New quarterback, new head coach. Come on, Dane. Come on, Thug Life. Let me say,
we need to talk about Thug Life. That's what we need to talk about.
Wait a minute. For those who don't know, they had a owners meeting last Tuesday, and the 30 was going to get together, because remember, the Packers is owned by a corporation, so there are 31 bodies in one company. So the 30 bodies was getting together to discuss Dan Snyder, like were they going to make them, whatever. And Thug Life hit him with the, man, he done been in DC too long. He hit him with the, y'all can come at me if y'all want to. I got dirt on all y'all. What they say in training day, I'm building cases on all y'all. He told them, y'all can come at me if y'all want to.
I got dirt on every single one of them. Now they came out later and was like, oh, that's not true. That's just a pathological lie or whatever. I'm like, no, he said it. He got stuff on every single one of them.
See, they left it alone.
Ain't nobody
voted alone, because I heard that meeting was going to be heavily about, 1/3 of that discussion was going to be about him and all the stuff that's going on. But before they had that meeting, he told us, it's always one in your circle that if you say something to that person, it's going to get out, even though you don't want. You can say, don't say nothing, but if you tell that one, they're going to say something, right?
Yes.
He told that one, oh, they could come at me if they want to. I got dirt on her. Everybody catching the case if they coming for me.
And the Colts owner is the one that went out to the media and was like, well, I could see how there would be grounds for getting rid of Snyder. Like, the Colts owner has come out publicly like, no, I could see why, which is another reason why Snyder probably not going to let Carson Wentz go back out there to give the Colts none of that money, because he done came out in the media talking about him. So he's like, look here, okay?
So Sabrina, now let the conspiracy theorists get in this. Is he really hurt like that?
Listen, I think that man is hurt, but I think once he healed, they're going to still say he's on the injured reserve list.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it was very nice timing.
Well, I guess a penny saves a penny on, but Dan don't care about no penny. He done threw away $50 million in 2 years over 2 broke back quarterbacks.
What you call them?
Broke back quarterbacks.
I don't know if they broke back quarterbacks, but
Sabrina, so they need some help, not broke back like that.
That's why I said, wait a minute.
Oh, that's a movie. Well, I gotta rephrase that. Outside, but they broken up. Broke up quarterbacks. There we go. Anyway, anywho, next subject. So last week, them boys lost.
Uh-huh.
So the DMV was awfully quiet. I ain't see no shirts. I ain't see no flags. I didn't even get no video. And look where one of my homeboys had the nerve to take the dollars. Okay, we worse than the rest, but this was the DMV last week. You ready? The brand. This is my imitation of we're going to call it not the Harry Potter cloak, but the Dallas Cowboy cloak. This is their cloak. I'm in cloak form right now.
That's how they disappeared on us. That's what they did. I don't see nobody.
On them. Them babies ain't had nothing to say all week, man. Keep it quiet. And they on talking all that trash. I ain't get a video. I ain't even get. Then had another say, well, at least we beat y'all. Okay, don't matter.
Yeah, they just proved our point. Just as quiet as church mice when they lose every time.
I got balloons. I got videos. I got all that talk, all that trash. And you sorry that shirt was terrible. And I did it. But it's crazy how when they lose cricket.
Yes, cricket. Man. They ain't gonna never change. They all who we thought they were. How you say? They all who we thought they were. They're gonna be true to form every time. They disappear. Right.
So let's start with week 8 picks. Okay. So I want to do the Ravens and the Bucks.
Yeah, that's an important game for the Buccaneers for sure. And it's gonna be in Tampa Bay. Who is gonna win? And it's Thursday night, by the way. So it starts off this next week with Thursday night football, Ravens and Bucks.
I ain't impressing even him or Lamar.
Lamar's fine. It's the
Lamar ain't no fine. Yeah. Sabrina.
If you pay attention to them games, Lamar ain't doing. He had one really bad pass that last game.
He threw an interception.
Yes, but overall, Lamar's been fine. It's just been the whole team has not been what you thought they should.
You don't get nobody. They got to pay somebody twice what they worth for somebody to come so he can have another target, and he need a tight end.
I agree with that, but you said Lamar, and it's not that man's fault.
All right, amen. I'm only gonna edge it out to Tom because they home, but but Ravens, I'm good.
Yeah, Ravens, I agree. So what do you think about the Cardinals versus the Vikings in Minnesota?
That Cardinal defense is lacking because that game they just played, I didn't like the way they looked. Kirk.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Kirk as well. And the Vikings, they're leading their division with the Packers being so terrible. The Vikings.
Who would have thunk it? I didn't even have them win it. Man.
But their division is struggling. The Bears ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Lions is better than the Bears at this point. So, yeah, I picked the Vikings.
Okay. So, of course, now we got to do, since you just brought up the Bears, let's do the Bears and the Cowboys.
Okay, in Texas.
It don't matter where it's at.
Yeah, it could be on, like you say, outside in the backyard or whatever. It's going to be the same.
On the blacktop, it's going to be the same outcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we got the battle in PA, the Steelers and the Eagles.
Oh my gosh. Now, this is one.
I was about to say, okay, I could kind of, because they don't like each other.
Right. This is one they could get caught.
But who, where?
It's at the link. It's in Philadelphia. I'm picking the Steelers. I got my hunch going, y'all. Look at it. That's the hunch fingers.
I want to.
I'm picking the Steelers, and I'm not backing off of it. Nope.
I'm gonna do the Eagles, but I'm okay with losing this one.
Yeah.
I would love for the Steelers to win, but I'm looking at the stats and I'm looking at who's in and I can't. Her and Brown, it looked like a great team.
Yeah.
And to lose. We normally wouldn't even want to do this game. But can you believe the Jets are 5-2?
So I was looking at the power rankings on one of the websites recently, and it said the Jets was in there like number 9. I said, that got to be a typo, something wrong. And I looked and I'm like, hold up, the Jets are 5-2 now. The Jets, I'm like, when did this happen?
Come on, Sabrina, was I asleep for the last 7 weeks?
The Jets.
They took down the Packers.
Which we see now was not a big feat.
I get it, but
Yeah. So anyway, the Jets and the Patriots coming up, and I was looking through the schedule for next week, and I'm like, the Jets are 5-2. Oh, okay.
I still, yeah, they're gonna win that game. So we can call out one. That's too easy because the Patriots just.
I don't even know what's going on in New England.
I could care less.
Isn't that amazing? All those years where they were just Patriots, this and Patriots that. I don't even know. The Jets is who's gonna win that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, 5-2. Okay. We got to do this game because it's an NFC East game. It's important to us as Washington fans. The Giants versus the Seahawks in Seattle. And the Seahawks are at the top of their division at this time, which is shocking too. This is like bizarre world. It's like Twilight Zone.
The Chargers is they like 40 points. I didn't even know Gino had it in him. It's like 37-23.
So listen,
he's doing better than Russell in Denver.
And I never, if someone had said, bet your house where that you sitting there,
I'll be homeless.
I'll be out on the curb looking at you like this because I wouldn't have saw this coming no type of way. Oh gosh. Who are you picking? The Giants and the Seahawks? Wait, I gotta think.
Where they going? Because that's what is the beat.
It's in Seattle. I still don't trust Gino.
I don't. I'm gonna give it to Jones.
Oh,
because Saquon the bleeding boom's gone. Are they going to be able to stop Saquon that run?
This is a
they're not high. No,
this is a toss up. Oh man.
Do you give it to them because they home? Does that usually edges it out? You know, you could tilt it a little bit in the favor of the home team.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Seattle. Oh wait,
I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Wait, I don't know.
I'm surprised Gino put up 37 today. Somebody was sleeping on that Charger defense. Somebody heard because Gino.
Okay, no, I'm picking the Giants. I'm with you.
But Sabrina, what if we wrong? Yo. Maybe
that's the way it goes. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Exactly. Any given Sunday. So what's next for us, Beanie? The Commanders.
We play the Colts this coming Sunday, 4:30 in Indianapolis.
We got that.
I think we have it too. I'll be getting overly confident because Heineke's back.
This is a good thing. I'm ready.
Yeah, I pick us as well. I agree with you.
But let's go to the division that I love to watch. The Rams playing the 49ers. Who you got?
And it's in LA. Ugh. I'm picking the 49ers. The Rams just have not looked right. Something's going on.
Because they just won the Super Bowl, Sabrina. That's crazy. They look awful. They don't have none of that swag. 49ers.
Okay, and the last one, the Packers and the Bills.
You gotta call this one.
Yeah.
Who you going with?
I mean, it's obvious at this point. The Packers don't stand a chance against the Bills in Buffalo.
My new name for them is the Green Bay Lockers. Yeah, the Bills. That's too easy, but we saved that one. So I love watching the Bills. That defense. I love that defense is nasty.
And I still think back to this past season, man. Them Bills, they got a tough break. I hope they can go.
They ain't gonna go down like that this year, Jack. I tell you that.
For the AFC side, I mean, I hope they can.
But man, that defense is nasty. Love to watch them. Hope we do a better score. Sabrina gonna put the tally at the bottom. I hope I'm still winning.
Look at my face. I tell you, she's still winning.
So I had the opportunity to go to a college game. So for those who don't know, Maryland University has an African-American president, an African-American director of sport, athletics, and an African-American head coach. Unheard of outside the HBCU world. Unheard of.
Yeah.
So I had an opportunity to go, put the picture up, and they won. They are bowl eligible. And I went to school with him. He's from Baloo, Mike. I went to school with him. I didn't get an opportunity to go dap it up with him because, you know, it's well, but I'm hopefully Deo can hook us up. Deo is kind of in that night family too. Hey, Deo, my brother. And just it was such a blessing. And I'm look at this. Look at this. I ate, and I tell you, I had a good time. I sat down, went to concession. $18 for this whole tray. Had this tray been at FedEx, we talking about $70.
Yep, that same food.
Parking, $20. And your girl got hooked up because I came after the game started. I didn't even pay.
Wow.
Hello. So all of that was that whole ticket and the food didn't cost me but $62.
Now, see, let that have been FedEx. The parking, like Gwen said, would have been $62 alone.
And the game was so entertaining. Their little quarterback, he might be in the NFL. And somebody junior, man, number 5 was doing it. That boy was.
You said they're quarterback or cornerback?
Quarterback.
Okay.
He looked like he got a little NFL potential. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But it was such a great time going out there to support my brother, my DC brother. Please just understand that Maryland need all the support. They just need for you to attend the game. And it was a great time. It was fun. The energy was great. It was their homecoming. They put the same homecoming on the same day as Howard. So the city was divided. You had some people going to Maryland. A lot of people went to Howard homecoming, but it was a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Remember, if I can go to Texas all the way to Texas by myself, College Park was a hop, skip, and a jump. I was there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I had a blast.
I'm glad you.
And going further back, we forgot to mention, I celebrated my 20th anniversary on my job.
Look at Gwen looking cute. Wait a minute, I got to cut this picture in here. Look at her looking cute right here. Look at
got a couple of pictures in there.
Right.
But I had the best time. They made a video. They was like, you are our backbone, you are everything. And I felt like I was on cloud 10 that day. And so I'm grateful. I love my job. I love what I do. And it's just been I'm telling you, God is just October been like everybody was saying, this your new season. And I'm just feeling it. So I just want to say, just stay encouraged and stay with God and get hard. You just don't let go of his hand. We do that a lot. We let go of him. He'll never let go of us. So stay the course.
Yeah, I love how you said that. But then there are other people who are watching. I want to say the opposite too. It depends on where you are. Some people do need to stay the course, but other people know you need to leave the course and you hanging on for dear life with your nails stuck in like this. If you know for real it's time to leave that situation, that job or whatever, get out of there, get out. Sometimes
I was supposed to leave a lot of situations, relationships, and I didn't. And I hung around so long that it ended up almost taking me out. And a person ended up making me feel, how does that thing switch where you don't want to be there, but you stay so long that when they go, well, I'm out, you take all that onus on you. You wanted to be out, but you stay so long. Now they want out, you go, no, don't leave. Bye.
Right.
Bye. Like, that's what I wanted, but I couldn't do it. Bye. So it's where you are. Don't get tricked. You gotta know God's voice and look at any having fruit being produced. It's something supposed to be coming out that thing. If you ain't getting that, you can't just be just for a body. Mm-hmm. Come on now. I don't want to let me be quiet. Let me calm down. But woo.
And I'll say this: some of you are in situations that you know you're not supposed to be in. This is a football show. Yeah, we got it. But for some reason, we going this way, so we gonna go.
Let's go, baby. Let's do this, Kilo.
Yeah, some of you are in situations that you know you're not supposed to be in, and it's detrimental, and it's bad, and it's hurting you, and it's hurting other people.
Trust me, because I was like that for almost 30 years. I was always somewhere or always holding on to something. Mm-hmm. You gotta take the chance and let God. When I tell you there's a peace that passes all understanding, you will say to yourself, I never thought I could go this long. I never thought. And all God wants you to do is let him come in and let him sit with you and let him comfort you. Mm-hmm. So my whole thing is this. I was there and I was so afraid to be by myself that I stayed to the point I almost die in these situations, and not physical, spiritually, and emotionally. You know, let's keep it real. So busy taking care of everybody else instead of myself, because I was supposed to be out. I knew better, but for a lack of not wanting to be outside of what everybody else was doing or want to conform or fit in, you stay and you suffocate, and it wasn't good. So if it's no having fruit coming out of that thing, and this person is not making you feel better, or the situation is not making you feel better about yourself, yeah, rethink, repurpose.
And let me say this, because in the natural realm of everyday life, my personality is kind of like I want to get along with people. I don't think I'm rude. Am I rude, Gwen?
Nope, at
Okay,
all.
good. Okay, good. So if I'm saying something strong, it's not because I'm trying to judge you or I'm trying to come at you some type of way. We're saying this because we didn't even plan to talk about any of this. So the fact that this made it in this video, somebody needs to hear it.
Yeah.
So if the shoe fits, wear it. Please get out.
Don't let somebody drag you out. Don't because the power is understanding your worth and loving yourself. Where you could go, this is not good for me. Get out. Trust me, there's power in loving yourself. God wants you to do that first and foremost. You gotta love yourself. I didn't. I wasn't. It was always the other person. It was always whomever, male or female. Even in I done lost so Sabrina can attest to this. It was so many people leaving my life. Oh my God, I'm about to, girl, I was going through, I can't do this. And God was stripping everybody.
One by one.
And it would happen on top. Gwen don't do this a thing. Gwen don't do this well. Gwen hold on to people for dear life. Because she needs, man. You see what I did? I went to Texas around myself.
And had a lovely time.
And had the time. Got some more pictures for you.
Okay, here we go.
You want to show all the pictures, girl? Yeah, got some more we're going to share. But that was the time of my life. Like somebody had a nerve to ask me, how could you say you got to live from Fife because you got on the plane? But let's do this right here, since we got this little bit of extra time. So when I get on the plane, I ask everybody in front of me to close their shades. So as long as I'm ascending and I don't see that I'm ascending, I'm okay. So I went there, but coming back, I sat in the window and looked out the whole time. Even when we had turbulence, I looked out. Then I had another question. What's the DMV? Let me explain this really quick. It's the District, Maryland, and Virginia. So when they were forming the capital, Maryland gave up 69 miles and Virginia gave up 31 because it's total 100 square miles. So that's your nation's capital. So the DMV is the area inside 495 Beltway. So because me and Dale was like, we both live in Maryland, but why did you say the DMV? Because Dale lives outside of the 495. So if you live outside of the 495 corridor, that's not considered the DMV.
Even though they still sometimes call it that. If you live in Maryland, sometimes people just throw it in there.
Yeah, because they want to be included because the DMV is hot and popping, you know what I'm saying? But because they want to be included. Nobody wants to be outside. So that's a little tutorial of how, like, because we keep saying it and people keep asking me. So that's the best I can explain. It's 100 square miles, make up the nation's capital. But that corridor inside 495 Beltway, that's the DMV.
Yeah, so DMV is not the Department of Motor Vehicles.
No, it's District, Maryland, and Virginia. But we love to call it that. And go-go is our official music. And our official condiment is mumbo sauce. Everybody you got to get the good stuff. The best mumbo sauce on earth is on Good Hope Road. Good Hope Curry now.
And all mumbo sauce is not created equal. It depends.
No, mumbo sauce is not supposed to be bright red. It's supposed to be maroon like barbecue sauce.
But it's not barbecue sauce.
It's not, but it's gonna have the color of it. But I tell you, I met a friend in Baltimore. And I blessed him. We had dinner and I brought the mama sauce. That Bama put it on his breakfast food now.
That's funny.
I said, that ain't for no fish. It's for chicken. He was like, I can use it any way I want to. So, yeah, but it's a little sidebar, but we just love you. And I'm just in the best. When I thought it couldn't get no better than last year, I was lying to myself. I hadn't started loving myself. This is loving yourself. Going places, don't let nothing stop you. You know, another thing that I thought about too, and let me just say this because I had a girlfriend that was struggling with this. She was going through her, and she was feeling some type of way because she never was married and stuff. Being single and unmarried is two different things. Because if you look at single is the complete whole thing. It's just one thing.
Right.
But being unmarried is unmarried. So you can say you single and be complete. You don't have to. So don't think because I never been married, I'm about to be 50. No, I never jumped out of a plane. But I'm think I'm gonna try. Right. That's the thing. So know in your singleness. And while you, like I said the last show, get busy doing something. Mm-hmm. So many organizations and so many outreach ministries need help. Mm-hmm. Just get busy. 1 hour a week. There are 168 hours in a week. Take one of those hours. Mm-hmm. And just do something for somebody else. Mm-hmm. We have officially had our 2-year anniversary.
This month, we started on October the 20th or 21st, something like that, of 2020. And so now we're at 2 years of doing Spikes and Heels. I can't believe that. Some of you have been with us for a long time. Some of you have just joined. But to wherever you came in, we want to say welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us. We hope you continue with us. It's a lot of fun doing this. It's a whole lot of fun. And let us know in the comments what you want more of. What do you enjoy? Do you enjoy us talking about the latest news? Do you enjoy us doing the picks? Do you enjoy us talking about life? Like, what do you want more of?
Watch them pick. Let me one more time. Oh no, you go ahead.
I'm done. Yeah.
No, but those picks are just for fun. Please stop inboxing me. But yes, and I want to thank you too, and me and Sabrina do thank you, because it takes a lot to sit through us sometimes, and we were very nervous when we started this, but we just have this desire and this love for football. Like everywhere I go, I talk about football, and people tend to know, so people sign up. But lastly, just remember this. It takes a village even to do this, and it takes a long time. So I want to personally thank one of my favorite people in the whole world, and that's Sabrina, because Sabrina does all the editing. So sometimes when you don't see me, her life gets busy. She has her own, she's an entrepreneur. She has her own business. She has a lovely family. And sometimes life gets busy and we're not able to record weekly. Yeah. It's our heartfelt desire, but Sabrina wasn't able to. So just be patient with us, because we're trying to move the pieces around to make sure that we have the time to do this. Because this one video is probably going to take 5 hours. It's not something you just sit down and do. That's what people don't understand. It takes time. So I want to thank Sabrina. So I dropped Sabrina off a present, and I want Sabrina to take some pictures of her presents. Yes. Sabrina, if no one knows, she loves pumpkins. So for the past year and a half, I've just been collecting any pumpkin, and I finally dropped them off to her, and she was so happy. And I just love blessing her like that, because you can't always tell a person you love them or thank you. But
oh, don't start up in here.
It's so special.
Don't start this. Jesus. Lord.
I can't tell her how much I love her.
I love her back. We're not going to do this today. We could go back and tell you a lot of stories. Gwen and I are cousins, for those of you who don't know, if you're new here. And we could tell you a lot of stories just through the years of how, she used to play with me when I was little, and I used to ask her to play dolls, and she was a little older, and she's like, I don't want to play no dolls, but she played dolls because she loved me. And so anyway, Gwen has always loved me, and I'm so grateful for my pumpkins. I really am.
Every time I would see one, it can't be just the regular ones. It had to be something that spoke to me, because Sabrina has a little taste, and her house is a certain color. So when I would see unique ones, I would pick them up. And she got her first non-pumpkin. Yeah. So it was an acorn, but it was glass. It was beautiful. But I can never express enough, Sabrina, how much you just mean to me. And I thank God for just being connected with you. Until next week, fingers crossed. I'm Gwen.
I'm Sabrina.
You stay blessed, stay safe, love someone.
Bye.
Peace.